Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Another Marvel channel. Back here again with Robby, and we're here to watch the next film in our MCU watch, which is Captain Marvel. Robby, when was the last time you watched Captain Marvel?
I reckon it would have been like 6 years ago. Definitely 6 years. Or COVID.
Oh, really?
DC, yeah.
Wow.
It's been a good while since I watched it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I think the last time I saw this was probably sometime last year. I reckon I would have tried to start a rewatch, but I never finished it.
Oh, okay.
So
Got it.
I reckon I would have started this and then maybe not finished it.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't review particularly well.
No.
I think I'm interested to see how it's aged. I mean, it's not that old either, but
No.
a lot has happened in MCU, so it'd be interesting to see how that all played through.
Yeah.
And I think it'll also be interesting to see how it fits in the timeline.
Yes.
And how the rewatch works. Because we've gone for like Captain America to this, which is near the end of the saga. So
that's right. This was released in 2018.
Yeah.
After Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
And it was so weird because this is set in like 1995.
Yes.
And so it's like a time jump backwards. So I can understand why it is a little confusing.
Yeah.
So it'd be good. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your opinion on how you see this fitting right after Captain America, the first Avenger.
Yeah.
And I think, this is probably the first time we would have seen Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
There was no other sort of instances or Easter eggs in any other movie that she pops up in. So this is the first time.
Yeah,
we would be introduced to her.
I mean, it's an interesting character because she's sort of not really in much of the Marvel universe. No, when this was released, it was almost purely just to introduce people to her for Endgame.
That's right. Yeah. It's like, here's Captain Marvel. Here's how powerful she is.
This is who she is. Yeah, what she stands for. That's right. That's why she exists. Yeah.
Just so that she could come back in Endgame. And
Yeah. Did you know much about Carol? Like, have you got an idea of her story?
In terms of the comic books, one of the things that I would love to see moving forward is that now that the X-Men is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she actually gives her powers to Rogue. And you would have seen that in the X-Men animated series. Do you remember that, that episode?
I do feel like when thinking about watching this before seeing the movie or before hearing anything about her in Marvel, she was like a 3-point question in an X-Men trivia.
Oh, really? Who did
Rogue get about? Only thing I would have known about her.
Cool.
And so it's interesting that you bring that up because that's pretty much the only way I'd hear about Carol Danvers.
Oh, right.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
from X-Men animated.
She's a pretty cool character actually in the comic books. Yeah, so for the first thing that I would love to see moving forward is Rogue getting her powers from Carol. I think because Rogue is so strong and she can fly, and Carol can do that, and that's where she permanently absorbs her powers and puts Carol into a coma. But in the comic books, she's an Avenger. She starts off with being the name Binary, and then she goes by Miss Marvel.
Yes,
and then she now goes by Captain Marvel, which is what we are watching now. So I don't know. I would have loved to see her in her Miss Marvel days, which was like before kind of this look. But I can see why Marvel sort of went with a more modern iteration of her.
Yeah, her suit is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty awesome too.
Although you're being a bit generous in saying she gives her powers to Rogue.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's not how I remember it.
No, how do you remember it?
I thought Rogue took them from her.
Oh, yeah, no, she did. Yeah. I think they were in a fight.
Yeah, as in against the will. Yeah.
And Rogue just held on. Way too long.
Yeah.
And I wonder whether Rogue was still part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Like, was she working with Magneto?
Yeah.
Like, she was working with Magneto at that stage, and Rogue in the comic books was a villain at one stage.
Yeah. Well, yeah, surely Marvel knows the fan base and the stories that they're familiar with. So it'll be interesting to see how they do their take on that.
Yeah, I'd love to see a proper version of Rogue.
Yes.
I wasn't a big fan of the Rogue from the X-Men films.
Yeah. She was almost just used as the audience surrogate or the audience perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing against Anna Paquin. I think she's a great actress. Yeah, but it's just the character wasn't written well. Just like Cyclops, right? Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
poorly done. Poor James Marsden. So
Yeah.
I'm glad he's coming back for Doomsday and hopefully they do him justice. But
Yeah, that's true.
are you ready for Captain Marvel?
I am. I think I'm actually interested. There's a few interesting talking points I think that we can go through post the movie.
Okay.
I've seen it, but I think it'd be good to check it out.
All right, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hang on, let's not stay. Cool. All right, for it.
Oh yeah, the Stanley.
Oh yeah, this was the year I think Stanley passed away.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very nice tribute, actually.
Yeah.
You can hear that, all right?
Yeah. That's cool.
That's a lovely tribute to Stanley, man. Got to remember to do a ranking.
Yeah.
As well.
I'm actually quite curious to see how this feels after this because it's so much newer a movie than Captain America. So hopefully you'd think they've got a lot more experience.
That's right.
It's an interesting choice to start off with powers and no memory.
Yeah.
That's a bit different compared to, like, I guess it's quite a contrast to Captain America where they start off with nothing and then
That's right.
show how he gets.
Actually, that's true. It's a quite a bit of a contrast. And we're studying in space.
Yeah.
Strange civilization.
Can't sleep. Skrull attack. Has anyone ever seen what the Supreme Intelligence really looks like?
It's kind of topical.
Supreme intelligence.
Yeah, and the whole AI running a society.
There, that's right. Yeah. Because the Supreme Intelligence is this green alien
Of giving me
head
things if you don't want me
in the comic books.
Yeah, I guess this. I do know that.
Yeah. So I was a little disappointed that we didn't get to see that in this film,
Yeah.
knowing what he looks like in the comic books.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we sort of got that in the Marvels.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to, I guess.
It's interesting that they're setting up this no emotion thing, especially because it sounds like the critique of, especially award-winning actress like Brie. They're saying how she's a bit stiff, and
Yeah, that's true.
that it sounded like that was a critique of it. So
Yeah, and I wonder how much is that. That's because of the script and what she was given. I guess she had to play it.
Yeah.
Because she's a great actress. You know. Yeah.
Listen up, team. Knock it off.
I don't know whether that's funny or cheesy.
I sort of liked it.
Yeah.
It's not a building rapport.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that girl Minerva is that Gemma Chan.
Yes,
It is her.
yes, it's meant to be, right? Yeah. I'm trying to work out. She doesn't look like Cersei.
Cersei. Yeah, Cersei in the Eternals.
I guess they did well with the makeup.
Is as good as theirs. The accusers will bomb.
Oh, yeah, Ronin's of this. Yes.
We locate Solar and we get out.
It's an interesting
Protocol before extracting him.
take or introduction into this movie, putting Ronan in here.
Yeah.
Because he's such a badass in the comic.
He is.
He's
Ronin's pretty cool in comic books.
yeah, he's a cool character in the comics, but Guardians didn't really do heaps with him. And they cast Lee Pace, which I think I never knew how good he was an actor or he was until I saw Foundation.
Oh, really?
Awesome in it.
Oh.
Yeah, so that makes me go, oh man, yeah. It's a real shame.
Yeah, they could have done more with Ronin, actually, yeah. Because he's quite a menacing villain in the comic books.
Yeah.
And I think, Lee Pace was in Lord of the Rings. As one of those elves, right? Like, there's the head elf or something. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
He's so good. Yeah. Yeah, he's very, very good.
I wonder once the MCU gets semi-rebooted, whether they will bring characters back like Ronan,
Yeah.
and do them differently.
Yeah, do them justice almost.
Yeah, I feel like it's an opportunity to kind of correct some of the things that they may not have gotten right in this sort of saga.
Yep. This is a cool look.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Minerva, do you have eyes on this?
They have cool weapons.
So cool tech.
Yeah. It's like a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt
I was going to say, it's a bit different to the other tech that we've seen too, which is sort of cool.
Yeah.
Like somebody thought about it and gone, this is what Kree tech looks like. This is what
Yes.
Tony Stark tech, I guess. This is what Wakanda tech looks like.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's a very stark contrast to Captain America, the first Avenger, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like gone from World War II to sci-fi.
Yes. Is Mendelsohn?
Yes.
Oh, so he's at the start. Okay.
He's awesome too.
He's very...
Yeah. That is Ben Mendelsohn.
yeah. Represent.
Pegasus. Was that in Avengers? Was it Project Pegasus on? You know how where they had the Tesseract at the very beginning
In Avengers.
in Avengers 1?
Ooh, I can't...
I wonder whether that's the same with Pixie Connection. It kind of looks like the same hallway in Captain America.
Yeah. Oh, in the Hydra base?
Does that look the same?
I guess it'd be understandable for them to think no one would remember it if they're 7 years.
It was so, yeah. It looks the same. I don't know. Recycling their sets. Oh, he's huge.
Yeah. Although, if Skrulls can shapeshift, could they just all make themselves like that?
I'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Interesting, eh?
That's true. If you can shapeshift, you shapeshift yourself to be a massive brute, wouldn't you?
Yeah, wouldn't you? Yeah.
But what was that little scientist one? Like, so tall.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, is that a choice?
Yeah.
Or is that how that Skrull was born?
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, can't you just shapeshift yourself to be?
Yeah. I guess it'd be also interesting what shapeshifting when they shapeshift, can they take powers, I guess, or energy or that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Strength and what changes when they shapeshift?
Do you miss Blockbuster?
I do actually. What is it? 7 for $5. That's where you see it.
7 movies for $5?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how I went through Star Trek.
that's so good.
Yeah. That was
I miss going into a shop like this and just browsing.
yeah, that's
For different films.
Yep.
That were good times.
it does feel like it was a lot easier to pick movies like this than say on Netflix.
I know.
I just keep looking and I can never click something, but
Are you in charge of
Universal Translate.
yeah,
But she's originally from Earth, though.
she is. Yeah, but maybe she just knows how to speak Kree.
Yeah. Unless she speaks English and the Universal Translator translates.
Yeah, that's true. Free and doesn't have to do much.
That's handy, isn't it? Google Translate on her wrist.
It's cool that they don't mess around with her trying to hide that she's not from here. Because it sort of makes sense, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she thinks she's just on another world.
Yep.
And she's used to spacefaring people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Like it's normal.
galaxies?
No, you've been caught once already.
Interesting. So they're saying they don't have light speed tech yet. But they have those wormhole things, right?
Yeah.
Like jump.
Yeah. To jump
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. So why don't they need light speed? Technology. Yeah, interesting.
Coulson. Awesome.
Agent Coulson. A young Agent Coulson.
Yeah.
What a legendary character. I hope he comes back somehow. And this is pretty cool, this de-aging technology.
I was just gonna
Samuel L. Jackson.
I was trying to look for it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks really good.
It's very convincing.
Mm.
One of the things I was disappointed with Nick Fury was that in Winter Soldier, he talked about his eye being taken by someone that he trusted.
Yes.
I like to have a fucking...
Yeah. Yeah. She does a lot of running in there.
Should have...
How many Will Smiths would you give her on her running?
Oh, what is it out of?
Let's say Will Smith is 10.
Okay.
Will Smith. And say Tom Cruise. Oh, would
Tom Cruise runs a lot.
Yeah. So would he be more or less?
I don't think I've watched enough Tom Cruise or Hills and Mid-Hills. I feel like Tom Cruise runs a lot
Yes.
in like Mission Impossible films,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And there's more Mission Impossible films than something like Bad Boys.
Yes.
So I feel like Tom Cruise runs more.
Okay. So let's put him as 10 Will Smiths and maybe Will Smith at 8 Will Smith.
I'll give Carol at the moment the amount of running that she's done in this film already. 3.
Oh, are we rating the amount that she runs?
Or just how she runs.
The form, yeah.
Oh, the form.
I think
Oh no, I'll give her 3 still.
Yeah. I probably agree with that.
Oh, I miss Stanley.
All right.
It's like a reading a script or something.
Yeah.
I actually found this scene so funny.
This was quite. Although it was spoiled by the trailer, right?
Yes, it was. It was in the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
The big hit.
I'd love to be this like lady actress now. Like, oh, imagine if you saw this for real.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be like, this grandma can fight.
Yeah.
And you'd stop it from happening. You stop it. Yeah, you would absolutely stop any real lady getting attention. Yeah.
Oh, drop something.
This feels like a good old 90s car chase type of thing.
Yeah. Yep. We know he's good with his cars.
Yes, that's true.
Although this is a cool. Like if we were just watching Captain America and this straight after, it's sort of a cool. It's almost as we're getting to know Carol Danvers as much as Nick Fury now.
That's because
We've seen him at the end of Captain America.
Yes.
And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it's sort of a cool way to look at it.
Yeah, like the progression of the journey makes I think a little bit more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if watching it this way makes his death that much more impactful.
Who's death?
Coulson's in Avengers.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Avengers, you sort of didn't really know him, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Tony sort of start to really.
And you see him just pop up here in the entire film.
Yes, yeah.
The woman said that there were more. The word she used was infiltration.
Maybe invasion.
Oh.
That's your plan.
There would have been a better line.
Yeah.
An invasion.
Yeah.
They were just playing the nerds like that.
It would, right?
She can tell us why these
A secret invasion.
Yes. You could even say, yeah.
It's a shame that show sucked.
Yeah, it is.
Or it did end well. I don't know. There were good moments in it, but
It was. I think the intrigue of it was cool.
yes,
Really cool. But then just dropped. They did try and put a lot of 90s references in.
they tried. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the music to yeah.
You saw one.
Yeah, they did do a lot of the music thing, huh? It's a shame that it... Like, Guardians had a reason, like an emotional hook.
That's true.
The music.
Yes.
And it was quite a good one, because it's like the last thing Mum gave him, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this one doesn't really...
I'm afraid I'm gonna need.
It's sort of more shoehorned in.
So you can get a 2-hour movie is short.
Was Joseph Fury.
I think in this day and age, yes.
Fury, not
You should see when you get to like X-Men 1, that movie is 90 minutes.
Oh, so really?
It's so short. Daredevil's about the same. Elektra's like 80 something.
If it is really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll just fly by.
That will, unless it doesn't, and then you know it's not a great movie.
Yeah. If a 90-minute film drags,
Yeah,
yo, it's a
Yes, go. They haven't done something right.
I think X-Men 3 is also.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Project Pegasus.
Yeah. So this is the Avengers bunker, right?
I think so. It looks the same. It looks the same, right? It says like the tunnel is like where Hawkeye.
Yep. Yeah, where they were driving it.
Yeah.
This is also a cool
Doctor, Wendy.
link to Agent Carter, where now we see where S.H.I.E.L.D. have come.
Oh, true.
It's sort of a cool... Like, it ties together pretty neatly as well. So I wonder if there's something that won't tie as neatly, but at this stage, like, just understanding Nick Fury and
Coulson.
and now Field,
Yeah.
like, sort of having that progression actually works quite well.
This seems to be quite a simple way of doing things, right? Like, I'm curious to see if it actually works. Like, did that other guy just finish his cheeseburger or something? Yeah, it was all over his ID.
Yeah. And they do this a lot in movies. We need to check one day if somebody needs to bust this myth.
Yeah, but
Bust this myth.
yeah,
Yeah.
we could try because Ant-Man did it as well with like glue and whatever it is.
Yeah. He's a lot more light-hearted when they've told his character pretty well.
Yes, I think so too. Yeah, because he's younger here, right?
Yeah.
like he's younger. He's a bit more greener.
Yeah, seen the alien theme. Yeah. Oh, he sort of moves like an old man still. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
He moves like an old Nick Fury or old Samuel L. Jackson.
He does. Yeah.
But looks
Yeah.
young. They de-aged him as well, right?
They have, yeah, he looks a lot sort of smooth skinned.
They're not down here.
It's cool, actually. Yeah, like, you're right. You like just to see both Coulson and Nick Fury,
Yeah.
sort of where they began. They're young and they're naive in terms of their spy careers.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different way of approaching watching these characters in the
Yeah.
series, yeah.
So it's working for you so far? You
So
like it?
far, I think it's actually cool.
Yes or no question.
I wonder whether the experience would be different if we watched it in release order.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the one thing that I'm thinking is it's a bit of a shame that we probably won't see Captain Marvel again for 20 movies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just know she exists.
Yes. Yeah.
Hang on, Goose.
Just a CGI cat. Just go on.
Yeah.
Not funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not using a jump hole in this. They're just sort of traveling at whatever speed.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Taking a while for them to get there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's why they need the light speed engine.
Yeah, but that's weird. I thought they got there with a
Do the hexagon. Yeah. Maybe that's just an entry and exit point. I don't know. I think she's quite likable.
Yeah, like I've been waiting for the moment for her personality to die, and I think she's a bit snippy. She's a bit quirky.
She joked around.
She has quite a bit actually. Oh, yeah, that's a threat. That's cool. That the blue light looks a bit janky.
Yeah.
Makes it look a bit computer gamey.
Yeah.
This is a cool twist on what you're expecting from the comic.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because in the comic books, the Kree are the heroes and the Skrulls are the bad guys, right? Like if you have Super Skrull and all those characters are like all bad.
Yeah.
Yep. So I didn't mind this twist. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I think that you really feel the friendship.
Yeah.
There's the history there.
I think the actor doing Monica does a really good job.
Yeah. Maria.
Yeah.
Maria Rambo. Yeah.
Oh, because Monica's the daughter.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a handy feature.
It is.
I feel it was cool.
Oh. I wonder if there's any Easter eggs in this.
That one is the
this
white
is the
green.
original Kree, right? Yeah, that looks familiar.
But ship is also the Quinjet. It's like a precursor to the Quinjet.
Yeah, that's very cool. And I think this is the other thing that's a cool transition, I guess. Seeing the Tesseract again.
Yeah.
In her notes, she called it the Tesseract.
Yeah, it's actually a good leak from Captain America.
Yeah. So there's a few pretty solid leaks that.
She can hold it okay.
Yeah, she can hold it fine.
Compared to Red Skull.
Yeah. And I guess they don't really explain that, do they?
Her powers come from the Tesseract then.
Yes.
So maybe that could be a thing. And it seems like
that's true.
all the characters that have gotten their powers from Infinity Stones have been pretty powerful. It's like Scarlet Witch got hers.
Yes.
Whatever's then the Mind Stone or whatever it is. And Carol from this.
Although it's interesting that the powers don't really connect with the stone's abilities.
No.
At all.
That's true.
So strange, but almost.
Well, the Tesseract is a space stone.
Yeah. Those are closer to the power stone.
Yeah. I guess Scarlet Witch can alter.
It's got to reality. Yeah.
But that's the Mind Stone that she got it from, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gaia.
Oh.
Who would have thought she'd grow up to be such a nuisance in Secret Invasion?
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes. Okay.
Hey, she's OP as well now, right?
Gaia.
After she can shapeshift into all those Avengers.
So she can? Wait, that's Daenerys.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's
yes. She's hugely powerful. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with her character.
I don't think they will do anything with her character. I feel like Marvel's gonna
just quietly
ignore them. Yeah. I feel like in this next section here, the CGI is a little bit
that
computer gamey.
That's a shame. I really don't remember a lot of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember the basic outline of what happened and how she gets her powers and that.
Yeah, she plays a whole range of emotions in this film, I feel like.
I think she does. I do think they're doing a lot of telling us that she's powerful, that she can stand up after the game.
Yes.
But there's not as much emotional connection to that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they could have done it. Like, and maybe it's too traditional for them, but if they maybe had started with this scene that got us to experience the emotion of that,
Yep.
maybe that at least illustrates that point.
Yeah, as opposed to some sort of montage or
Yeah, you
her standing up.
montage. So I'm not emotionally invested in her story.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe that's it.
In that aspect of her.
Yeah. And that's the term, like that's the character arc, right?
That's true. That's her pivotal moment.
Yeah.
That brings her to this point.
Yeah, and I'm not emotionally connected to it. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why people don't like it. I don't know.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I never really even thought about that. So yeah, that means I didn't really connect with it either.
Yeah.
But she's pretty OP now.
So just saying.
Yeah. Super Sam, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like an ultimate alliance move. Do you remember the game?
I definitely remember that. That was cool.
Just doing one of those clears. You just
Oh yeah. This is a bit of Ragdoll physics, huh?
yeah, the CGI is you can see that's not really well done here.
Oh yeah, see they got those jump holes.
Yeah.
So why didn't it doesn't look
And they got there pretty quick.
right? You got there really quick.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty powerful, huh?
Yeah, she is. She's really powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if she was in the Avengers movie, she'd take out the Chitauri pretty easily.
Yeah. Like she can take out a whole ship.
Yeah. I guess this movie would make sense right before Endgame too, though.
It would, that's true.
She did the same thing with lots of shit.
Yeah, it's almost lucky she's not around.
Mm.
The woman.
They never really paid that off, did they?
No, they didn't, yeah. Like Ronan, peak Ronan wouldn't be able to take her on either, right?
No, I don't think so.
That's interesting.
Pig Runner with his power stone. Yeah, with his hammer.
Yeah, maybe. Is he able to handle a power stone?
Yeah. But then he got defeated by the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, by deafing, yeah. Did the Marvels pay this off?
Yes, I think it's that.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But that's so far down the line, right? Like,
It is.
will you remember what that she mentioned?
Yeah,
Exactly. Maybe that's where she's been looking for.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess that's how you
I
explain
guess
it.
that's how they explain it. Yeah, for what? I don't know about this.
Calling her getting the adventure from Carol.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's a bit Han Solo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess like it's a question that nobody asks, and didn't need to be answered this way. Like the not knowing worked better than a silly reason for it.
True. Yeah. I'll just start off with the Avenger Initiative.
Yeah.
You don't even have to
Yeah,
make it clever.
So we need to stop here.
Yes, we probably shouldn't watch the end scene for this right now because should take place after Infinity War.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Although we can probably watch the end. Yeah, because that's important.
That was really uncomfortable.
I know. And I suppose this sort of gives us the like in the Marvels when they got all the Firkins to
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
bringing everyone else to stay with them.
Yeah.
What did you think, Robby?
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting though. it sort of, it was fun without having the sort of emotional crux of it, I think.
Yeah.
Like it felt like if I compare that, say the two movies we watched, Captain America and Captain Marvel, Captain America sort of, the emotion of it was he's tied to being good and the small man, but you don't give up. You keep trying because some wars just need to be, or some battles need to be fought for the greater good. And I think they played that through to the end, and they made it emotional with his sacrifice, looking at Peggy.
Yeah.
And like sort of making that the emotional part.
Yes, it was,
So that was a bit more connected for me. Where this one told a nice story, a fun story. Yeah. But like, I guess it felt like the emotional crux from the very start was like, you should get rid of your emotions.
Yeah.
You're a human. Yes. Get rid of all that sort of stuff. But they sort of didn't really do anything with that.
No, they didn't.
There was that type of thing, and there wasn't any emotional connection to Carol. So in terms of how it lines up so far in your timeline, that's suited you well.
Yeah, I think so. I think it works. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one because I think the one thing that it's, I think what you said, the Tesseract works really surprisingly well, actually.
Yeah.
Like it's surprisingly connected from the Tesseract being the main MacGuffin in Captain America to all of a sudden being it for this, and we can track its journey.
Yeah. It's almost like a character in itself, but Tesseract. Yeah, that with my life.
It's sort of gone from here to here to here, and now we know that it's in Nick Fury's possession. Yeah. So that's good. Nick Fury was like, cool, and I think seeing his journey will be interesting to see chronological.
Yeah.
And Coulson, I think the shame is, Captain Marvel is probably the thing that stands out as not fitting in, but that's more a problem of that she didn't have much of anything.
That's right. You don't see her ever again, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she would have been very helpful. Yeah, and she gives Fury that pager. And you would think an alien invasion, like in Avengers, would be an emergency situation. Yeah. So I don't know why he didn't use it then. Yeah, and I'm also curious to find out why Marvel decided to set this film in '95.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to do it then.
Yeah, maybe they had your timeline in mind, and it worked quite well.
It works well, yeah. It does make, I think, the end credits of Iron Man when he says, "You think you're the only superhero in the world." Made more sense.
Actually, that's a good point,
because he knows the Kingdom Marvel exists. Yeah.
That's a good point.
So I think that's a nice little way of acknowledging that by watching Captain Marvel before.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. You sort of at least know Fury knows a bit more than he's saying.
Yeah.
And that's part of his journey. It's sort of cool.
So where would you rank it?
Oh, it's interesting. I prefer this setting more, and I think the story didn't drag as much.
Yeah,
if Captain America might just have had a few spots. I was like, but I think the emotion side of it probably leans for me to Captain America as one.
Yeah,
and like this is two. Yeah, but now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Captain America, First Avenger for you, and then Captain Marvel. Yeah, and Captain Marvel. I think I would put it the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just preferred Steve Rogers' journey. I think it just flows better.
Yep.
Than Carol's. And I really did enjoy the setting of World War II. I think that up for me. That I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
They made it work, like it's a period film, a superhero period film. Yeah, so I will put Captain America and then and then Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I do also think Captain America was less encumbered.
Yes.
They almost didn't need to care about anything else, and they could just tell Steve Rogers' story. Whereas
That's true.
this one feels like there's sort of a bit of Tesseract that they drag.
Yes.
There's a bit of a Flecken sort of thing that they drag. There's this Nick Fury thing that they drag. There's several Rude, right?
Yeah,
It feels like there's just a bit more weight on this one to carry Marvel's bigger vision.
Yes, that's right.
Whereas Captain America, it's just a story.
It's a standalone, and yeah. So that's Captain Marvel.
That is.
We'll wrap it up here. Our next film is Iron Man,
Yeah, that'd be.
and I'm keen to see that again. I haven't watched that in a long, long time.
I think I watched that recently, maybe
Oh, really?
2 or 3 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm keen to see how that stacks up in terms of its storytelling, CGI.
Yep.
It's the first MCU film, 2008. So,
I think I can still remember the feeling of the ending.
yeah.
And and that back then it was like,
It was amazing. It was very good. Yeah. Cool. So we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like this rewatch videos, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.